Hi everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the new Sandling Junction, and of course the new video that many of you have been waiting for and anticipating, and that is part one of the build of new Sandling Junction with Julian and myself. So let's roll the intro. Let's see what's been happening. Hi everyone, and a warm welcome back. Now, as I said just now, this video has been long awaited and eagerly awaited by so many of you, and also by myself and Julian. And a week or so back, Julian and I went to the Get Show. We met so many people there, fellow YouTubers. We had a fantastic time. But then we came back to some real hard work. And many people have wished us luck on this and have been eagerly awaiting to see how it would turn out. Well, we worked for many days, and I gotta say that without Julian's help and insight and expertise when it comes to design and the sort of all the very fine details and measurements, I would have gone wrong a long time back. But he was there on hand and he kept everything moving smoothly forward, and we tested things and everything was really, really good. Now, sadly, of course, there was a time when Julian had to say goodbye and fly back home to his wife and his family. And yeah, we had a great time, and it was sad to see him go. But like all things like that, they have to come to an end. And this video covers that little bit of journey, that week when he and I worked very, very hard on this new layout, and also the fun and the shenanigans that we had along the way. Now, it is a very long video. I did think about cutting it up into two, but I felt that by the time I've done that, once it's going to flow into the other, and it would be longer because I would have to do two lots of intros and everything else. So I felt, you know, I'm going to put it out there as one video. It's nearly an hour long. I apologize for that, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully, even if you have to watch it in two parts, that you'll enjoy the process and the outcome and the funny bits that have happened during the course of the week. I hope you enjoy all of that. And if you've got any thoughts and comments, then please put them down in the comments section underneath this video. Not only I'm sure Julian will be reading them in due course, and we'll both probably add comments at different times. But yeah, I mean, it really was a fantastic week. We got an awful lot done, as you will see during the course of this video. And if I keep talking, it's going to be twice as long as I have just spoken about. But anyway, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to let you enjoy it. I hope you do. I would go and suggest that you get a plate full of sandwiches, maybe a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, or even a flask, possibly even a whiskey. I don't know, whichever is your way of doing things. But sit down, settle back and enjoy the video. I catch each and every one of you in the next one, and the next one will be part two. This is part one. The next one will be part two, where I endeavor to continue Julian's good work and my own good work and carry on with the construction of the baseboards and get them to a point where we can actually start looking at lands and track beds. So enjoy your layouts. Take care wherever you are. Stay safe wherever you are. I'll catch you all in the next one very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
1570.
So what was we saying about my...
Your craftsmanship.
Yeah,
with
I
the
mean, had I not measured that exactly and made that mark, all you did was cut it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you know.
I mean, any Tom, Dick or Harry could have cut it.
Yeah.
It's all in the measuring.
I know, you made the butter, I just spread it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Right. Now,
Okay. So now let's just line this up and see if it still works.
yeah, what I want to do is get a measurement from here. Oh, yeah. What kind of a ruler is that? Like that
An English
90 goes up to 90 centimeters. I mean,
yeah,
where's the 100? You know, the meter ruler.
It should be a meter.
No, it goes to 90.
90. It's a 3 foot rule.
Yeah, that's like a.
Would you like to try this one? This is a meter rule, and it's a brand new one, so you can't complain. You probably will.
Oh, it's still in its wrapper.
I know.
Can I take it out of its wrapper?
You can.
Or do you want to leave it in its wrapper?
No. I don't want you moaning. I saved this one just for you.
Yeah, well, you see, this is more my style. You know, there's it's actually even better. Even goes past a metre.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
By 15 mil.
Yeah.
Actually 16
It's
mil.
amazing what you can get for about £8 on eBay.
Yeah.
You good? So
Yeah.
for anybody who is watching this, hopefully now some of the moaning will stop.
Well, at least you guys have the metrics, because you know, if you're in the States, I'd be suffering miserably with feet and inches. Oh yeah, I'm not going to go through. As you can see, I'm not marking out any holes with any pencils. I'm just
guessing,
drilling and guessing at will. And of course a pilot hole first.
Don't want to change that for you.
And yeah, I think I might actually just, what we'll do is I might just actually screw it in but not use the glue yet, just to hold it.
Yep. You can see I'm in my supervisory role. Just making sure that everything is done as it should be. Now I've got to get that to work on it.
Actually, tell you what, I'll just use one of these G-clamps.
Will that hold it? Oh, what?
Yeah, I've just got it. Now, I'm doing this by my iometer.
I nearly bought one of those off Amazon.
Yeah. Well, I managed to pick up mine free.
Okay.
When I was born.
Okay. I reckon you ought to send it back for a refund.
Why, do you think it's gone a bit bung?
Ah, dear oh Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just about there.
Good. Horrible things, aren't they?
Do you know what I've discovered?
What?
There's an unplanned addition to your layout in your framework.
What?
Bit of dog hair.
Oh no, that's cool.
Yeah, it's somehow the dog hair's getting into the glue.
Lobo, come here, boy.
Yeah.
Come in here, mate. Come and say hello to the people on the camera.
Do you know that your hair is getting into your dad's framework?
Yeah. That's good, isn't it? You've got to leave your mark. Yeah, I know. You've got to leave your mark. Good boy. Well, now you're going to appear in one of my train videos, because you've done a lot of appearances in my painting ones.
But one of the things I've actually found is that if you include some pets in your videos,
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, the ratings went up when I did the cat walking around in my room.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never thought about it.
You know, I somehow I've got to get our new cat trained.
Sure.
To be interactive.
Yeah.
with my videos, because
it's important.
It's, you know, you've got to have that animal thing going on, and just before you know it, you've got half the world watching you.
I like that.
Now, when you take this upstairs and start testing it and seeing, oh, this is not fitting, can you just not tell me about it?
Yeah, I get that.
If I hear loud swearing coming from the house,
yeah, you know exactly what's happening. I don't think anyone's going to worry too much about that. I'll bring this my way a bit. Sorry. If I just upset your measurement, haven't I? You alright?
Yep.
Alright, that's good, I think. Go on.
What angle is that? Oh, that's on the back. That's not really going to matter, but I kind of feel like that this may have pulled this in a bit.
Oh, it's kicked it a bit.
Yeah, but it's not going to matter because it's on that inside.
I can't get the staff. He come highly recommended, but
yeah,
he's messed up.
So we may end up with an Escher layout.
This could turn into an N gauge. Well, nothing against N gauge, but right. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to fit the legs to it, and you're going to crack on.
Let's
with the
have a
next
look at that
table.
line. I just want to actually put my eye down that. How is it? Oh no, it's
You're not going to notice
no,
once it cramps
yeah,
up.
it's good as gold.
It'll be fine.
What it comes down to is the measurement from that wall to that wall.
Oh, you're going to blame the building now?
Yeah, with your dodgy measurements, maybe. No, I'm just trying to think what's the...
The only way around that is to trim down this end and re-put in that cross brace, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's taking a bit of an angle, that's the thing. So you're filming this, so...
Yeah, I am filming this.
So hi everyone, if you're ever building a layout, now's the time to turn away and not look.
The man screws up again.
Right, have I got my pencil on me?
Oh, it's a straight 20mm.
Well, no, it's not.
Oh, is it more?
Because if you come and have a look at this, if I hold this, actually we need some...
That means I've got to stop filming the good bit.
Have we got if we got any more G clamps?
I think we have, yeah.
Up here.
I've got 3, but knowing the way you're going, I might need another 33. Do you think? I can put bulk order in. Where do you want this from?
Yeah, I'm going to just clamp down here.
Right. Well, while you're going to do that,
yeah,
I'll turn that off. There's no point. All the fun's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something to eat.
Yeah. Yep.
Hand roll.
Yeah.
1,
yeah.
2,
That'll be lovely.
Couple of hand rolls.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Sounds beautiful. Yep. Right. So I'll go down and
make amends. I think. That's the word you mean.
Well, I call it surgery. This is what surgery is. You know, bit of brain surgery. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's a little bit more than just a little investigation, is it? It's like major surgery.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's catch up then. All right, let's go and turn that off. All right, so you're good to go?
Yeah. Right, so as you can see, we've moved on a little bit. We've now actually got all the framework set up, and what we're working on now is actually starting to map out these rather complicated shapes for the track bed. So I usually find, and I've mentioned this in previous videos that I've done, is to just use some cheap card. I mean, Paul's picked up some really cheap thin card, which is ideal, or you know, you can use old cardboard boxes and literally sort of lay it out as if it was the baseboard, and from there we can start to sort of mark out where the track bed is going. Because of this is going to be an open framework, we've got to kind of work out where the struts are underneath so that we can actually start to work with the risers that will accommodate the incline. So the radiuses and things that we need to achieve around here is done with the simple method of a pin and piece of string to create that curve. And because I had this all set up one-to-one on the computer, I was able to work out what that radius was on the inner and outer curves. So it's close enough. It's close enough with also allowing scenic attachment to either side of the track bed. So in some areas where I've cut out a wee notch in the card so that we can actually just get a line of where a strut is running underneath. And yeah, it just makes it so much easier, so that when this is all laid out and marked out with a pencil, then we can cut these shapes out with the craft knife, lay them on a sheet of plywood, mark that out, and then just simply whiz through it with a jigsaw cutter. So and Paul's going to do that because he's
doing nothing right now is basically what he's on about. I'm just standing watching.
So
but what I will just say about this card I actually never knew it existed until recently. It's a picture framer's card, and it's 1 mil thick. So instead of you munching your way through tons of cornflake packets and saving the outer box, you can get a white-sided grey-backed card that you can use for any building materials that you need. I think some of the downloadable kits that you can buy require a 1 mil card. And a sheet of this, which you can see over there, full sheet, is only about £1.80, something like that. So it's not expensive.
that'll be the phone.
That'll be the phone. Sorry, Charlie. Yeah, my apologies. That wasn't in...
Oh, look, it's Charlie.
Hello. Hello, mate. How are you?
So funny, isn't it?
You can't make it up, can you?
Actually, I'm just going to change
Anyone would
that.
think I'm trying to nick Charlie's
His
catchphrase.
yeah.
So but
just
I'm not. Trust me, I'm not.
Realigning that a little bit. So it's going to come across. I mean, you're going to have that, where it's going to...
Yeah. Well, that'll just curve in a lot sooner, won't it? Here.
Yeah, so, because this section here, we could run that ply right out to the edge if you wanted to, but I was sort of thinking you might want to finish it there, because this is going to be a bridge.
Yeah.
Over here, and that you might want to actually sort of create a bridge in its own right, with its own.
Well, what I'm doing here is the arches across. So there'll be a base, there'll be an arch, so it'll be scenic.
Yeah.
Even though it's pretend scenic, there's nothing underneath it. So there'll be a wider base that this will slot into.
Yeah.
And it will allow me to have.
See, that's going to come
the
about.
brick arches going across here, and they will come in over track, and
See, that's
or
going
go
to
into a girder of some sort.
Right. So I'm gonna. Now, what were you talking about? You were talking about something on to the camera about the cardboard, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know whether you want to finish that off.
I think we were.
Or you've covered it.
Yeah, no, I've covered it. It's just the fact that I used to save a lot of cornflake packets when I went through them, which is tedious, cutting them all out and keeping them nice. But this is the same 1mm thick card, but it's got a nice white side as well as the grey side, so you can draw and sketch all over it and do what you like. But anyway, that's enough. Just any decent picture frame suppliers, you'll get it from.
Well, probably even school supplies.
Yeah,
like,
possibly.
I mean, in New Zealand, I'd probably find this at a school supplies.
Yeah, I'll link underneath the description the code and what it actually is known by, and then you can find it.
Yeah.
fumbling little bit's going to go on every time, then, isn't it? I'm just going to get a better. Okay. That's the bottom side.
Oh, is this the bottom?
Yeah, I think so, looking at that gash on that side.
Oh, let's flip it.
Might be better. It's a better side.
Got that piece. I butt this up and down that corner.
Yeah.
Wonder whether it might be worth
Putting that one in first.
putting maybe that one on that top corner, and because that's a straight edge on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we could probably, we might just twist this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to strap it down. I got.
So there's a bit of a, because of that frame,
Yeah.
there's that bit, you know, an edge, but I'm thinking that we just leave the straight edge, because
Well,
that's
that's
what
gonna be
you'll butt up a fascia to,
Sure. Yeah.
You
No,
know?
that makes more sense.
and then that deals with that slight imperfection
Yeah.
in the way you built your framework.
Yeah. Thank you, Julian. Well, I shall go and get the jigsaw set up then. If you've been stop being so rude about my timber work. There's an upcut. There's a clean cut. Loads of different ones.
So now that we've got our templates cut out from the 1mm card, as you can see, we've now laid these out on our first sheet of ply and just temporarily tape them to stop them shifting around. And of course, naturally, what's going to happen next is we'll trace around these shapes, and then Paul will do the honour of jigsaw cutting out these plywood shapes, take them back upstairs, and
Pray.
as Paul said, we'll pray that they will all be suitably fitting in place.
You're waiting for me now.
No, we've got to
check.
trace this now.
Hmm?
We've got to trace this.
Oh yeah. I'm going to just test on an old piece. I want to get the cut because I've got two types of blade. One that thrashes out the top, one that thrashes out the bottom. And
Ideally, you want one that doesn't do either.
well, you're going to get some of that. So which one of those three do I want me to follow? I'm just getting flash now. Where? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do. First one down.
Well, that's the offcut down.
Well, that's the offcut out of it, yeah.
If you want to,
Yep, go on.
yeah, is that gonna fall away if I undo that?
Yep. that didn't do. All right, first bit's done then.
This is just slightly over because that's only because this actually goes inwards a bit. But you see, if we put a fascia on that, you know,
won't matter.
yeah, and you could just put a few squares of packing underneath that. The thing I've got to work out, so from here up to here is almost exactly 5 meters.
Okay.
In linear length.
Yeah.
The centre point. So the centre point running all the way around here and all the way around there to this point is 5 meters.
Okay.
So basically what I've got to do is I take that 5 meters and stretch it out into a straight line
And see what heights you need.
and do the 90 at this end and 0 at that end, and then we can work out at what point, you know, there's a batten here, so we can actually go, right, well that batten is X amount from 0, and we can calculate how high that batten needs to be.
So we're actually going to force it down and then force it up.
Yeah, so I think we're going to clamp it, because this is the bridge part here that's going to come across. So I want this bit flat, and so I think we anchor this bit in here, and then from that point we can bow this up a bit.
Okay.
And you know, so that, but once it bows and once you anchor it in place, then you know it'll actually take on that shape.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, over time. What we want here, we've got a coach and piece of track,
Right.
and we'll just look at clearances that
Yeah.
we can stick there, and I'll measure that up. I set it at 90. It's level.
This level is not going anywhere.
Right. I should have actually brought up a smaller ruler. I wouldn't have had one in there.
It might be. Can we?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. So, our ingenious plan for creating this elevation or incline up around here is we've just sort of pre-made some brackets with 20 by 44 mil and then some 12 mil ply into an L shape, and the idea is this is the track bed layer on here, and we can anchor that to the underside of the track bed, and then we can just simply slide it up and down until we've got a level, and then this will be anchored to the lower framework. So that's the theory, and yeah, whether or not it's going to work out is
It'll
a different
work
story.
out. I'm sure it'll work out. Right, I'm just going to sit out the way and do nothing.
You're wondering why I'm actually using a good old-fashioned screwdriver, but what I actually find is that you have better control over its torque, and so you can feel when that thread is biting, whereas if you're using a cordless drill to drive these in, you could always push it too far, or it just starts spinning in the timber underneath, and before you know it you have to do another hole. So now we've got that, you see, like that, and we can just, you know, work out a position for that. I've just got this one resting in here at the moment, but I'll get out my iometer, a high-tech gadget, and we probably sort of want it to come and start to level off a little bit.
Okay, so in this box I've got some very, very redundant old Hornby set track and a little bit of old Hornby flex track. Now it's all dirty and I was going to eBay it, but I kept hold of it. I'm rather glad I did, because we've decided that we're going to put a little bit of set track and old track around here. We're just going to test and make sure that this works as we hope it will. So in true Chadwick style, sorry Charlie if you don't mind pinching a little bit of what you do sometimes, we're going to literally put the track down. I'm going to clean it now and join it together, and we're going to put one train up and we're going to put 1 or 2 coaches on the back, and we're going to keep adding coaches to it until it will not climb. And if we can get a decent rake behind, we know we're okay, we know we're good to go, and yeah, just be a little bit of fun. So I'm going to keep the camera rolling.
So the left-hand end of the layout is now well and truly taking shape, and we're moving in the opposite direction around this area here, around the right-hand side, and once again this inclines in the opposite direction. So what I've done is worked out some incline measurements on the computer, and we'll jump over to that shortly and just show you on screen how I've worked out the increments that each batten needs to take. Now in these situations here, it's just easier for me to offset a strip of batten set at a specific height. So we've got one there that's screwed onto that batten, and then there's another one here that's offset. So that's offset at 15 millimeters, and this is offset at 7. And as we work around them, as the incline increases, we'll reintroduce those L-shaped risers that we've been using. So taking a look at the plan that we've got set up here at the moment, as you can see, what I've done through here is created a center line for this incline, because it's best probably to take the average between the two sides, and these are divided up into sections relating to the framework underneath for the actual baseboard. And the total length of this center line is just shy of 5 meters. So from calculating that 5 meters, and as we can see, for example, this line here is just over, or 407 millimeters, this one here is 447 millimeters, and so on and so forth, that this elevation or incline rises from 0 up to 90 over a span of just shy of 5 meters. So based on that, using a side-on elevation, which is what this is here, I'll just zoom out so we can have a look. So for example, this set here, that is the full incline running through here, and it's 4990 millimeters in total. that has got to rise by 90 millimeters. So each of these sections here that have been divided up. So if we zoom in and take a look at this, as you can see, there's a section there, there's another section there, and these sections correspond to these sections of line where they meet up with any framework, so that from the framework we can add in a riser. So using this side-on elevation, I can, for example, this section here comes in just over 7 millimeters high, and the next section comes in at 15 millimeters high, and the following section is 28 millimeters high. So essentially what I can do is actually work out the precise elevation at each point in the framework where the track bed, or the midline of the track bed, intersects framework. And that's basically how we've worked out, for example, the other incline that we've already done. And it means that you can more or less get a reasonably accurate, steady incline that's consistent through its entire length. And it seems to work well with the other one, so of course this is the method we're going to be using with this incline as well.
Hi everybody, and a very warm welcome back. Now, you've been following the build so far since Julian and I come back from the Great Electric Train Show, and we've had 3 days on it now, and you've seen the progress so far, and I think you'll agree we've done quite a remarkable job. And I've got to say that the fact that it hasn't gone terribly wrong is largely down to Julian's skills and his ability to work out all the degrees and angles and such. But we have a workable first layer coming up to this 90 centimeter rise off of the first thing. So this will take the bridges going across to the other side of the room and the lift out section, which I'm currently sitting in. But at the same time, we've got another section to build on top of this, and that will take some lines coming through this way. So what I wanted to do was just set up a little bit of old track. Now this really is very old Hornby set track, a little bit of very old flexi track in there as well. And I just want to see how trains will go up this grade and see if they will work out as I would like them to, without wheel spin and everything else. So this is just on a DC. I've got the Hornby HM2000 here, and I've got 3 birdcage coaches. In fact, there's 4. So I'm going to make this a fair test and just put one down. So we're going to come back here, and I've got a small locomotive. It's not a C-class, but it's very like a C-class. I can't honestly remember what it is, but it is quite a light unit, and hopefully it will take these 3 birdcage coaches up around and to this point here, and we'll do several tests, and hopefully I've got 8 coaches. Hopefully it will go and make all the distance without spinning wheels. So I hope you can see this. I don't have an awful lot of light in here. It's there's just one big bulb that illuminates this whole area, and sadly I don't have any more set up right now, so I hope that doesn't detract from the look. So here we go. If I got this pressing the right way. No, I haven't. Typical, isn't it? There you go. So we're going to send this one up around this curve now. Now this is about 2/3 speed, maybe a little more, but it doesn't seem to be troubling anything to do with this at all. It's going round, there's no wheel spin, and also I've got to say that the grade is absolutely stunning. There is no bumps or lumps or anything. I mean, Julian's work to get this as an even grade up is absolutely stunning. Let's bring it back down and let's add another couple of coaches to this and see how it gets on. Now, if there are any hiccups with the running, it's because the track connectors are a little bit old, a little bit worn, and they're not the best. I just fished this track out of a box this afternoon just to see how we would get on. All right, let's just do this one. 1, 2. In fact, what we will do is we'll put on a third one. So let's just make 6. I've got that going the right way. Let's just put a third one on. So this will make 6 coaches. These are the SE&CR birdcage coach stock that I carry. I got 3 sets of them. Excuse me. I'm running a bit of a cold, but there you go. Not a problem. We have got trains running for the first time on the new Sandling Junction. Doesn't get much better than that. Let's just see if this little loco can make it up round with double the load. Oh, well, she won't if I don't put it on the track properly. There we go. Do that again. That's pretty impressive. That's 6 coaches on the back of this little locomotive, and she's hauling them up this grade without a hitch, not a wheel spin in sight. Let's bring it back down and let's see if she'll go for 8. I haven't got any more out of the box, but I feel that if she can do if she can do 6 coaches, that's great. If it can do more than 6, even better. Okay, so let's go for a break then. Okay, so now I've got 8 coaches on this little locomotive. Can it pull it up this grade? Fingers crossed, let's see what happens. Oh wow, yeah. No wheel spin. Oh, that's track problems. That's got nothing to do with the poor locomotive. It's still coming around. It's actually not got all its wheels on, and it's still climbing. There's a little hiccup and a little bump over there, and it just knocked the front 2 wheels off. So it's still climbed with half the pickups not working. Well, not able to work. So let's just run that down again and just say that wasn't a fluke. Famous, come on. There you go. Give a little bit more speed over those 40 bits. This is the next one, and it went over there quite nicely. Not a problem, look at that. First time trains have run on the new Sandling Junction, albeit on old rubbishy track, but they are doing what I need them to do. Yeah. You're going to send me that bill, what we're going to do?
No, I can send it to you, yeah.
Because that works, doesn't it?
It's just a bit of, you know.
I don't think of these things. There's always been my problem. Okay guys, well this is one of the very rare occasions that we allow Julian a break and a sit down. He's normally in his shackles, but we don't let him get too comfortable. All joking apart, he has been working on all the different elevations, the degrees, the pitch, everything else, the camber, and his laptop has been absolutely fundamental in making sure that everything is as it should be. But you can see that we are working around. We are coming to the end of the other room where he's sitting, where we've got a much more complex set of elevations to sort out. So we've been doing that. We've been making these lovely L brackets, which are so good to use because they allow you to raise or lower the height and also the angle of the camber, all sorts of things. They're really very easily adjusted. So that's what we've been making, and we're carrying on with that idea around the remainder of the layout.
Are we done yet? Are we finished?
I think we've done a lot.
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we've done a heck of a lot.
Yeah.
You've extended your time here.
Yeah, Paul forced me to stay longer so I could get this a little bit further down the track, pardon the pun, than where it was if I'd left 2 days earlier.
Basically, I left the shackles on after I'd lost the key.
Yeah.
So we couldn't let you go.
Yeah. I think one of the foxes took off with the key, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So the point is that we've done what we've done.
Yep.
And
I'm leaving the rest to Paul.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit nervous about the next video that comes out, and find that.
Well, I think this is going to be in 2 parts anyway, because it's covering the whole of the build.
Paul might change his mind and change everything.
No, I'm not going to do that. I am going to stick with what I've got.
Yep.
It is looking fantastic. It really is. You want to start this bit again?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be B-roll or something.
Could be a bit, yeah. But I think if you look at Smith & Jones, they really don't look at the camera. They look at each other.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do the Smith
chat.
& Jones? Oh, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem, it's not the right kind of, because you'd be at a table, there'll be a blank background.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well, let's
is that
start
why
with
you were watching it this morning?
Yeah.
Oh, to try and get a flavour of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll start this again then.
Yeah. What's your layout? So you start off. You kick off.
Okay. So, what do you reckon?
It's a load of rubbish.
We have spent 6 days, and it's a load of rubbish. Nah. I tell you, we have done an awful lot. Yeah, we have. We've worked together. We've done a lot in the time we've had, and we've made great progress. I mean, we're almost complete. We've got the upper deck. I've got to fit that in your absence. That's a little bit worrying, isn't it?
I think you'll be pretty good with that. I have all my confidence in you.
You won't let me use enough screws.
No, we're limiting the number of screws that Paul wants to use. We're not building an air raid shelter. It's a model railway layout.
And then I've got to go around the back with that last incline.
Yeah.
Up to here.
Yeah.
Coming over here.
Yeah, so it'll be about that height.
You have a huge trust
and then,
in
of course,
my abilities.
You're going to have a single track girder bridge or something running across there. Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, it's all worked out extremely well. And
it's certainly goes to show, it's proved one thing, that you can actually design a layout from the other side of the world. And for it to work reasonably well, we did have to make a few minor adjustments here and there with the framework. But apart from that, nothing major or catastrophic took place. So it worked quite well. So I think, you know, the dimensions that were recorded at this end and then the design at the other end, and then for the whole thing to come together and to actually see it in physical form, in reality, is worked out really well. And we've got a
local RDH and RH and DR train going by. So
yeah,
our little 15-inch gauge public railway. So yeah, I mean, you know, without dragging this out too long, I mean, we have had several days and lots of work, and I don't think you really thought how far we'd get in the time, but we've concentrated an awful lot of time that I would have spent on my own in just a week in building this. And really and truly, with probably another couple of weekends work from me, you know, just to finish off this top deck and get that incline in, we'd be ready to start laying cork and track bed and start seeing things happen.
I think that's the main thing, is it's the big structural side of things is there, and it's done so Paul can get on and enjoy the track laying and things like that, getting his first circuit up and trains running around. I was a little ambitious, thinking we may actually have a circuit by the end of my stay here, but we have at least been doing some testing, and I think that you've either already seen it or it's going to come up in a video with some locomotives running around hauling some coaches up, and they do extremely well. So the incline's tested thoroughly using really, really nasty, horrible, rubbishy track. And if it works with that, then it's going to work with, you know, nice new track and point work.
I think we've done well also, because both of us have had a bad cold this week. So
yeah, I got it first, and then I gave it to Paul, and then unfortunately,
so we've all had it.
So a good old-fashioned English cold. I may take that back to New Zealand with me and share it with my family there.
No, it's not good. No, we don't want that. We don't want that. But yeah, so anyway, without dragging this on too long, which I'm probably tending to do, I'm going to crack on with this over the next few weeks, of course, and get the final parts of the build on the tables done, get the top deck in place, and we've designed it in such a way with pegs. I think you've already been talking about that.
Yeah. So in this video, there'll be a little snippet where I described how the peg system works and how these top layers can be just simply lifted on and off.
And that's the plan.
Which will make it a lot easier for Paul to do his point motors and power connections.
So, yeah, just remains for me to say, Julian, thanks ever so much, mate. It's a long way to come for a build. If next time I might get somebody more local, but but I don't think so. I still call him in from New Zealand.
Yeah. So any thoughts on that, actually? Should I give in my graphic design business and become a model railway layout designer and travel the world?
You could do that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good idea. Just you never know what town or city you're going to wake up in next. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. As long as I don't have to pack all the timber on the plane.
No. Just plan ahead. But it's been great, and we've got to know each other. I've probably annoyed him far too many times with stupid questions. But other than that, we've got on well. We've got to know each other very well over this last few days, and I bet you can't wait to get on the bloody plane and go back to New Zealand.
No. I very much feel I've gained a new good and close friend.
Yeah,
along the way.
So, very much. But by the time I've got him on speed dial for all the other problems and issues that may come up, he may change that thought. Anyway, guys, thanks for putting up with us, and stay tuned to the new Sandling Junction, because this build is in its infancy. It's got a long way to go, and over the next year, 2 years, whatever it takes, we're going to see a progression, and hopefully you will join me and from time to time Julian on collaborations with regards to the new Sandling Junction. Also, don't forget to look at Julian's Station Road. I think he's taken a train break for the moment because he's just had up to here with trains since he's been in the UK, but he will be bringing out new videos both on Station Road as well as linking to this trip to the UK. So yeah, catch you all very soon. Look forward to it. Stay safe, enjoy your layouts, take care wherever you are. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh, actually, hold on. I didn't even record that.
You didn't?
No.
Sorry.
I had it on the wrong setting. So, as you can see...
Oh, man.
Cool.
Cheers. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks.
Lovely. Auf Wiedersehen. What's the other one? Au revoir. Can you think of any more?
Kia ora.
Which one? Which
No,
one's that?
That's hello.
I thought that was a drink. Kia ora.
No. Kia ora is hello for in Māori.
Oh. Hola. Is that one? Hola?
Yeah. There's bula. That's Fijian.
See?
Yeah.
You're getting all the Antipodean stuff and all the foreign stuff that we don't even
Bula.
know.
They say that on the plane. Bula.
Bola. Bola. To anyone out there who is interested. Take care, guys.
Ta-da. Cheerio.
Bye-bye.